everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Pretty much whenever it's a guy that gets in a relationship with a girl and he's like, man, she bringing all her old past men into her past traumas with men into our relationship, talking about, oh, you cheating because you doing this, you cheat, but she don't even know. So you gotta, how do you push her to make her understand that, man, you gotta leave all that past behind you and focus on what I'm giving you now.
It's two things. Not because I'm not saying you got to accept anything. Some women, yeah, they're too far gone, but you don't deal with it, man. A man chooses who he deals with. If a woman is coming and she wants to have no understanding and she wants to hold on to that baggage, then we're parting ways. You can't get mad for a woman disrespecting you being a certain way. You accepted her. Man, a woman come in here being out of pocket, talking crazy. Come on, I'm not even going to be with her, so I'm not going to have that problem. I feel bad for no man who's in a relationship with a woman who's you're accepting it because she's still there. If you didn't want to accept it, then you would just cut her off and she wouldn't be there anymore. So if you're accepting, hey man, it's because you feel like you deserve it. Because I would never accept something like that. But number two, like my uncle would tell me like this. He would say, Goldie, it's unfair of you to expect that woman to be you. It's unfair of you for you to expect that man to be you. And pretty much what he was saying is you have to give some people grace. He said, as a king, you have to pardon these women, right? She doesn't have the experience you have. She doesn't have the information that you have. She hasn't read the books that you have. She's not even the same age as you. So for you to expect her to come in perfectly ready-made for you when you haven't taught her who you are is unfair. You have to give women some sort of grace. You want her to walk in the door, know what you want, how you want, be submissive, this, that, and the third. But the last men that she was with didn't require that. So why are you expecting her to be something you've never taught her to do? You have to teach these women what's okay, what's not okay, how you want to be treated, because you're unlike any other man. So you have to start there. And then you have to deserve it by living in front of her in a way that's respectable. If it's like if a woman was in front of Chris Brown, if a woman was in front of Drake, if a woman was in front of the president of the United States, she would behave in a way that's respectful to him. Why? Because she has respect for this person. So you have to behave in a manner that deserves respect, and she either will respect you or she won't respect you. If she doesn't respect you, then she has to go. But most of these dudes are skipping that step. They omit everything they're doing that's foul, that's female-like, that's unrespectable, and expects the woman to talk to them with respect. You haven't earned that.
Yeah. Man, speaking on the value of a man, earlier this year, there was a controversy with Simone Biles and her husband, Jonathan Owens, where he said that he was, what do you call him? He said he called himself the prize. Now, understand, we all know who Simone Biles is, the world champion.
Oh, that's the track runner.
The gymnastic. She's a gymnastics.
She's a gymnast. Okay.
Yeah, she's lots of gold medals. She's amazing. But he's also in his own rights. He's an NFL player, but he built himself up to that while they were together. They met while he was in college. But he called himself the prize. And a lot of women jumped down his throat because she's Simone Biles. So how does a man, I don't care what the internet has to say, but as a man, when you have a woman that's, has this high stature, how do you still come up as I'm the prize in this relationship? You still got to be the man of your household, even though your woman professionally is probably the better constituent.
So ask the question again.
So what is your thoughts on Jonathan Owens saying that he's the prize to Simone Biles, who's the, several gold Olympic gold medals, versus him barely on the NFL team, and they're married together?
Man, I would say this, man. I don't care how much money the woman makes. I don't care how much status she has. I'm always the prize because I'm the man and I'm the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? When God said, let me make man in his image and likeness, man, he wasn't even thinking about the woman. So a man, no matter what, is always the head, because I don't care how successful a woman is. I don't care how much money she has. I don't care how much fame she has. It's still things that makes the man the head, because she still needs to be checked. She still needs to have some comfort. She still needs to have critique. She still needs that constructive criticism, because a woman with all of that is still a woman. She still gets emotional and needs somebody there to guide. She still needs somebody to, when she's in her emotions, to make the correct decision. She still needs that structure. So it doesn't matter if a woman has all this and all that. You still have to be the prize. And then number two, I'd say like this, man. If you don't feel like you the prize, then guess what? That woman's the prize. And if that woman's the prize, she's going to look down on you. See, women don't yield power fairly. Women yield power like a tyrant. I don't care. A man can have power. And you can see it all the time. Like when it comes to child support. When a woman has power, she yields it like a tyrant, unfair. The man could be there and everything, yet she still wants child support. She's still playing games with the child. The man could have the same power, and you see he won't do any of the same things, even if that woman did it to her first. So what I'm saying is the man should always be the prize, because the man is always the head. Because I don't care how much a woman has, she will still lead the entire ship and the entire family to destruction without the regulation, the emotional regulation as a man. So what the woman brings to the table monetarily still doesn't add up to what the man brings to the situation when it comes to emotional regulation, when it comes to structure, when it comes to everything a man brings to the table. And you can see this in statistics in life when you see households ran by women. People who grow up in households with where the woman is the head or the woman is the only person there are the worst off in society. They got the highest homosexuality rate, the highest incarceration rate, the highest crime rate, the highest drug rate. So it's proven that a woman, it doesn't matter how much money or anything she has, a man needs to be the head. So if a man needs to be the head, then a man is always the prize, if you ask me. And let's just say the man isn't the prize, man. Every man should feel like he the prize, man. You already started wrong if you don't feel like that about yourself.
Facts. Man,